My bad, people. My bad. 1 minute. Let me get the chat screen open. But welcome in everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a solid start of your week. Start of what is it? Monday today, right? It is Monday. Who knew I was right on that? Let me get this going though before we get started. But how's everyone doing? Happy Merry oh, Merry Hope Christmas has already happened. I don't know if Hanukkah is finished. Kwanzaa? I think it's finished too. But hopefully everyone had a good Christmas holiday season, whatever. Uh, we're back with some with some gaming. Not immediately though. We might do some gaming immediately. I'm not too sure yet. I might wait for a little bit later in the stream for us to do the tier list. But how's everyone doing? Devious Grace, great to see you. Lucinda, great to see you, of course. First, of course. But my name's Chris. This is MonkeyFunk40, and we're probably gonna get started with some maybe Last of Us today. What did you think of last week's WWE? I'm gonna be honest, Lucinda. I haven't watched WWE at all in like the last week or so, just because I've been like over at it, visiting someone's visiting. So I haven't really gotten the chance to like actually like watch it over. At some point though, I need to like I'll just go through I'll go through like the YouTube clips or something at some point, just because I don't know if I want to watch like a. It always feels odd watching the shows. I feel like a week later, and you're like, okay, well, let me just catch the highlights, and then I'll just catch up with the latest episode. But what have been like the big highlights in the wrestling recently? Let me pull up the highlight charts here. So let me get my tea situated here. We're gonna be doing a tier list, by the way, which I think we've done it every year that we've done the channel so far. The only thing is, all of my tier lists are on my other computer, and I forgot to grab them when I was there earlier last week. So, yeah, unfortunately, we don't get to review the other tier list, but next year, as long as I can find them, as long as I can find the documents that show the tier list, then we can do it. But yeah, at the moment, I cannot find them whatsoever. Man, you know what sucks? Is I found someone who had really good playlists like publicly on their Spotify profile, and they apparently just put all of their playlists private, and I didn't save enough of them. That's my issue. I didn't save enough of the playlist, and now unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't get to see all the cool playlists that this guy had before they turned private. So now we're stuck with this one playlist. Are they on the old PC? They should be. I'm pretty sure they. I was checking my computer like extensively. I was doing a bunch of. I was just doing complete like computer searches where I was just kind of searching in like tier list or tier and just like I couldn't find it at all on this computer. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% sure it's on the older computer because I'm pretty sure that's when all the other streams were done. I think this is the first year that we've completed a new year on this computer. So yeah, I'm assuming they're on all the other the computers. I wish I probably have them on like a. Did I post them on Discord? I don't know if I post the tier list Discord. Ah, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, yeah, I didn't find it. All right, well, rest in peace for now. For now, we can't use the tier list, but we'll do it later. But yeah, what games have we been playing recently? Offline, I don't know. What game? Have you been playing any games at all, Lucinda? I know you've probably been busy, and like you said, you had the cold, so that's always it always sucks to have during the holidays. But I feel like you're always bound to get sick during the holidays, just because of all like the visiting and whatnot. I feel like it's very hard to avoid it. At least within like the month of. I've been pretty lucky on not getting sick like within like the week of being the holiday, but there are times when I get pretty close. But let me bring up the highlights from WWE. I would love to talk some WWE for a little bit. William Regal was talking about his neck a lot recently. I'm like, I just because there's like a lot of close neck calls recently with like Braun Breaker, and I think there was a guy in or not TNA, AEW who just had a very close call with his neck. So I think like William Regal came out of the woodwork and he was just talking about neck injuries all of a sudden, which I'm like, to be fair, that's a good thing to be aware of. By the way, the hair has not stopped. My holiday wishes have not come true. Unfortunately, my hair still continues to stick out when I put it behind my headphone. It's crazy. No colds most of the year. I go see family, and within 48 hours, I'm ill. And yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. I honestly hate being sick. I think the worst part about being sick is like the vomiting. Like I don't know. I don't know if you gotten lucky this year, but like it sucks. I always hate I like it's horrible when it comes out first, and it's like I don't know. Maybe I don't need to go on about the description of vomit, but it's horrible. it's one of the worst experiences or one of the worst like feelings. Oh, Hurdley, welcome in. Came in on the perfect conversation, the barf conversation. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Monday so far. I was about to say Tuesday. I don't know why I have a slight Tuesday feeling today. I feel like all the days I feel like it's shifted, maybe because of Christmas and whatnot, but I don't know. Today I had like massive Tuesday vibes for some reason. There's a couple times where I had to catch myself and be like, "Don't say Tuesday. Do not say Tuesday." But how are you doing, Hurdy? Yeah, I got that bit mainly due to the chest cough. Yeah, it's not good. Not good. Headaches are bad too. I hate when I also can't like sit up and like like I don't know. I hate when I'm just laying in bed 24/7. I'm like, I need to do something. I'm like, there's something that could be done, and I'm just laying here now. And it's like, it is what it is. Sometimes you just have to take that rest. Yo, Ali SK, welcome in on the arena side. Thank you for the follow. Birdie, you guys get anything good for Christmas? I got some cool sweaters. I'm always happy about sweaters. Ending of this year seems decent than the rest of it due to war and floods. And we were doing some driving yesterday, and like there was a lot of flooding on like the roads just because there was a storm. And we were like, wow, of course we picked the perfect time to drive home. So I hate driving in the storm. I think MCG probably more so than me because he's doing the driving 90% of the time. I managed to get up long enough to fill all the travel mugs of tea or coffee and grab some food from the fridge. Yeah, that's actually how I feel like too. Where I'm like, I get up just enough to like refill my bottle of water, or like, I grab something to maybe try and snack on until it comes out again. Great conversation, Barf. I mean, what? Rest of the day has been spent in bed. Like I said, get that rest. I think I hurt my ankle too this last week too. So I'm trying to stay off of it a little bit. But it was just like it's kind of gone now. I just came out of the shower like a little earlier, and it felt like it was kind of gone now. But yeah, wars and floods. Hopefully it's not going too badly for you, Hurdy. We celebrate Safar e. Okay, wait a minute. Is this someone who I should be doing some Google searching on? I don't know if I know who this is. Okay, I was just thinking I need to make sure I wasn't like getting into something that I wasn't too entirely too sure about. Okay, it seems like innocent enough. Uh, these days, and that's the reason Sikhs don't celebrate Christmas, really. Huh. Well, do you guys have your own holiday that you can't replace with Christmas, or is it just because like you're not? It just has a. Is there some kind of reason why Christmas wouldn't be celebrated now? I've always been interested in Sikhs. Every Sikh person I've met in Canada, they've always been, they've been really nice. I got plenty of water in my room, but one hot drinks. I made up throat coat. I need some throat coat. Man, I've been listening to ever since I started streaming. I only had that one box of throat coat, and then it disappeared from Canada. I don't know. I've looked in every store for the stupid throat coat that I used to have, and there's nowhere that has it. Skater Squirrel, Humble Bundle is pissing me off. I've been checking every morning. I think at some point Humble Bundle's trying to get me to refund it just so they can up the price again. He's like, that's usually how it works with these things. They always come in and they're like, we want you to refund that great deal we got you. But Skater Squirrel, welcome in. I'm working on that still. I don't want you to think I'm forgetting about that. I got plenty of water in my room, but wanted hot drinks too. Oh wait, you got to. There are no holidays. Okay. But do you enjoy the federally given holidays? If you're in Canada, I'm not too sure if you're in Canada. Are you playing Last of Us 2? I am playing Last of Us 2. And I will be enjoying it. Also, with The Last of Us 2, I just found out that I can redo the one encounter and get the book back. So, I apologize that I didn't do it on stream. Or I apologize that I didn't do it off stream, the little bit of busy work that I needed to do. But unfortunately, the holidays happened. I'm gonna be honest. I can't really stop that. They got me busy. But I will be playing Last of Us. We will be playing a little bit before we do our tier list. Maybe we'll finish the game before the tier list. I don't know. No, I'm joking. I don't think we're nearly at the end of the game yet. I think we have like nearly 12 or 6 hours left. Me playing this game for 6 hours is probably like me making the equivalent of like 2 or 1 hour of progress, honestly. I do so much exploring around in this game where I'm just kind of fucking... I feel like I'm like sneaking around 24/7 in this game, frankly. What kind of tier list? It will be just playing, just ranking all the games that we played this year on stream. So any game from January, from December, new games, old games, they all get added to the tier list. We rank them. Rock Inc. welcome in. Hopefully, you're playing Arc Raiders, right? Hopefully the Arc Raiders has been going well. But yeah, we're gonna be ranking some of the games. We're gonna say which games have been our favorite to play on stream. Every game's a fun game to play on stream, but there are obviously some that are way better than others. We celebrate grew up. I apologize. I think I completely butchered that. Guru Parab in September, because that's the birthday of the first guru of Sikhism, and in these days we go to Fatehgarh Sahib to honor the martyrs. Interesting. It's always interesting to learn about religion. I'm not too much of like a. I grew up Catholic, but like I always like to try and get an understanding of like what most religions are about. Sometimes I'm like the Catholic, the actual like the schooling system doesn't really give you a full like read on every religion. And like especially like the holiday stuff, because like sometimes I don't know all about the holidays and whatnot. Oh, Satsari Akal Misabura. Hopefully I'm saying this right. I'm probably butchering this completely, but it's the attempt. It's the effort. I'm gonna pat myself on the back and say it's my own effort. Sloppy Poppy, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful Monday. Hopefully you had a good holiday season. I still haven't watched Die Hard. I said I was gonna watch Die Hard this year, and then I think I got it. I was like, somehow I lost. I didn't do it. I missed the opportunity. By the way, have you played Resident Evil 7? Oh, yes, I have. That one will be. I don't want to spoil the tier list, but I think that one's going to be high up on the tier list. At least an A. I think that one's one of my favorite games I've played this year on stream. It's so good. It's nearly a perfect game. Except for the fact that I missed one puzzle. There was one puzzle in that game I missed out on. And I didn't know where to put the toy shotgun. I didn't know where to put the toy shotgun. There was like a toy shotgun and there was like a toy axe. Didn't know what to do with them. Apparently you had to go into some bushes, which I did not even know you could do. Have you played Resident Evil 7? Also, I saw Amazon. You said you bought it on Amazon, Lucinda, the throat coat stuff. I might have to look there. I might have to look there. Sometimes I don't know. I'm always kind of like 50-50 about ordering food on off of Amazon. I don't know why I have like this weird superstition. God dang it. Sometimes you just get stuck in a word. Let me get this game going though. Superstition. There you go. Food on Amazon. Yeah, or like I guess it's more tea, so it's not really food, but like, yeah, you know, like just ordering like, I don't know why. I never liked the idea of ordering food off of Amazon. I think I've had like maybe one bad experience, and I was like, okay, maybe maybe I don't do that again. But that doesn't account for the other good experiences that I had. You can put that shotgun place in the shotgun room instead of broken shotgun, and you can repair broken shotgun and hang it with repair kit. Yeah, I kind of wish I was able to figure out that puzzle, but I didn't. I honestly I love playing through the Resident Evil games and not trying to spoil myself unless I get really stuck on a puzzle. Shout out Resident Evil 2 chess puzzle. I think that puzzle completely confused me when I first played it. And every other time I've played the game since, I've actually been confused on the chess puzzle. That chess puzzle in Resident Evil 2, not a big fan. Let me see though. Are you excited for Resident Evil 9? I'm really excited for Resident Evil Requiem. Resident Evil Requiem should be a real good time. It seems like it's gonna have the best of both worlds with the who is it? Grace gameplay? Is her name Grace? And then you get Leon. Leon. And then you're gonna be able to play as Jill afterwards too, because we need to see what happened to Jill. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing that in there. Amazon is always first place I look. Kind of wish Nex had before she went clothes shopping. She paid $328 for 328 euros for 4 dresses and a cardigan today. The same dresses are 35 each on Amazon. It is what it is. They have to learn the value of their own money. Sometimes everyone I think everyone goes through their own like experience where like, you know, they want to live with the high priced items or whatever, like the, you know, maybe not wait for their sale. But you know, people always I feel like learn. I'm gonna start Resident Evil 4 tomorrow because I want to play all those before Resident Evil 9. I think after I play through because I want to finish off Resident or Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I don't know how long that's gonna take for me to play, but when that game eventually gets finished in like 6 or 12 months, I do want to play I want to try and get Resident Evil Revelations in. I think that's the game. There's a I think those are like the 2 games that have kind of background information on our character in Resident Evil 9, so I kind of want to give those a go. Yeah, Revelations. So Revelations 1 and 2 I'm probably going to try and play through. Let me go through here though. They might be replicas of the same dress. Could be. Maybe, but at least they're cheaper. That's true. I'm like, who's gonna notice? Unless you're going through some party where someone's actually doing all the tag checks. I don't think that happens though. And I don't think I've ever been to a party where someone's done a tag check. Tag check? I once passed through the roof trying to trick my German Shepherd. Did you accomplish your goal? Did you trick him? There was one time when my brother, he walked in on our dog and he was in like in complete like guard mode for some reason. Like it was because it was in the middle of the night and my brother came home late, right? And my dog, I guess it took a second for him to realize it was my brother, but like it's terrifying when you see the fierce side of your own like your dog. They didn't do anything. They realized pretty quickly, but you hear those fucking aggressive ass growls, and you're like, all right, good. You're trained well, or at least you protect this home well enough. Cats, sorry, cats. You guys will never win for me. Cats can't beat dogs, except for tigers and lions, and most big cats, to be honest. You know what? House cats though, they can't win. Except for the Maine Coon. I think can't the Maine Coons grow to be like very long? Maybe those cats could win against a dog. I don't know. I once waiting for pics of the dresses as I know she has a crazy fast and such at times. All I know is they are rockabilly dresses like from the 50s. Ooh. I'm curious about the style. That's always a rockabilly style. For some reason, I can only think of like the rockabilly music. I guess Yakuza has some like rockabilly guys, but I don't know if that's like just a Japanese thing. He got me, but I don't get much injuries after falling. He realized that I was hurt. Oh, and then he's like, immediately apologetic. Man, God bless dogs. I love dogs. Not the ones that are little yelping little a-holes, but most dogs are pretty nice. Alright, Last of Us. Let's get started. Last of Us is gonna get pretty high on the list too, to be honest, on the tier list. Last of Us 2 has been great fun. Like I'm hoping they get a Last of Us 3 just because I want to see how they can improve upon this one. But that's probably gonna be long after what, Intergalactic? Also, it would be nice to see Uncharted. Uncharted would be also a pretty cool win. I would love to see a new Uncharted game. Last of Us 2 is completely spoiled to me, but I don't know anything about 1. Really? Oh, okay. That's usually like the other way around, I feel like most people would know the story of Last of Us 1, and honestly, Last of Us 2 is pretty well known too, to be honest, but yeah, even I can't really avoid some of the spoilers for Last of Us 2. Like, to be honest, the spoiler alert, if anyone here hasn't played Last of Us 2, guys, cover your ears. I'll clap you in when the spoiler is over. Oh, I won't spoil the first one. Well, it was only spoiling part. When I say spoil, it's only parts of the game we've already played. But the Joel thing I knew about a long time ago. Like all yeah, Herc is the GOAT. Herc. Are you talking about the guy from The Wire? I love The Wire. Unless you're not talking about that Herc at all, in which case, you're welcome in, Herc. Who's Herc? I don't know if Herc is the guy I'm thinking of either. But thank you for the follow. Ah, gotcha. Hercules. Oh, Hercules. Man, you know what? I've been saying I want to get like an education on like the some of the like the Disney movies because like I haven't watched Hercules. There's like a lot of like those 90s like 80s like Disney movies I never watched. And just for like the historical sense of like okay, I would love to just sit down and like watch some of those tunes. And like Hercules I feel like would be a fun one. Unless you're not talking about the Disney one. Hercules is probably the most well-known Greek character. I mean, I know the character Greek Hercules, but like I'm talking about like the Disney stuff. Actually, I don't know if I would say I'm a well-known like I don't know if I know everything about Hercules myself either though. You know about the biggest kitchen in the world which feeds 100K people every day for free? Where is this? Now, do they accept anyone? 100K, that's crazy. Now, is this like publicly funded or is this, how does this work? Is that the Golden Temple? Is it voted by it's funded by devotees? Ooh, it's in the Golden Temple in Amarit Shah and run by the community, which is 2% of the whole world. I look, I love those acts of generosity that people yeah, especially when it's like on their own free will too. We need more of that. It's always good. So let me make sure I'm not missing anything on this side here. Have you ever been there yourself? The Golden Temple? Is it an easy access place? I don't want to say is it a tourist spot, but like, do a lot of like people who go to the country, you know, do they get to tour it? All right. Now, what the hell is this AI? Yeah, what is this? I wish all right. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I appreciate if you don't abuse the text to speech like that. Well, what with your intimate slop that you got there? Well, if it's not intimate slop, if you are reading this yourself and writing this yourself, my apologies, but even then, I'm like, you know, I'm a man on your screen. You don't need to have intimate fantasies about me. Long ass ass. How do I abuse it? To be fair, you're right. I don't have any rules on that kind of stuff on my rules, but it's one of those kind of vibe things where you kind of know it's just not right. It's just not right. You shouldn't have that be someone's first interaction is you talking about how you want to have it. Sorry, for some reason I have it in my mind that it's a lot more intimate than you use the word intimate in it, right? For some reason that kind of really just bothered me. I don't know why. Like you know exactly how to get under my skin without ever crossing a line. What is this? Herc, what kind of games are you into, man? Are you a Last of Us fan? Do you get down with The Last of Us? I was there 2 to 3 times, and I also was attacked by tanks in 1984 Indian Army. Yeah, that's not fun. That's not good. Hopefully they apologize for that since. Actually, I don't know exactly all the what's and ifs about that, so. But, yeah, it doesn't seem good at all. Who is this character? Is that Lando, by the way, Herc? Oh, it's kind of the same guy. We're doing this a lot more stealthy this time. I'm just gonna go over here. Oh, fuck off. Ah! You... I hate being animation locked. This game does it too much where I'm stuck in the animations and I'm trying to get away from the clicker that's about to kill me. But yeah. Disgusting. Where is it? There's gotta be one in here, right? As long as we get rid of the clickers, I'm fine with that. Fuck. Eat that. That worked. Oh god.
Nico, it's Roman.
1 minute. 1
Let's
minute.
go bowling. Call me when you have a moment.
I will call you when I have a moment. Unfortunately, these guys kind of got me pinned down a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe not so pinned down. They chose a day of festival for the Operation Blue Star and framed every civilian as a terrorist, and many people didn't make it. Oh. Well, that's not fun. Yeah, that's not huh. I'll be honest, Last of Us, all these streams, every Last of Us stream, like, at least within, like, the last 2 or 3, they've started on a very, like, political kind of, start. I never knew about this Operation Blue Star, to be honest. But then again, I'm sure there's a lot of operations in the world I probably am not aware of. Nor is the general public. I only got 16 pills. Would it be funny if Roman said the name of the girl? Nico. I wish... I mean, maybe I could just slightly tweak it for Last of Us. That would be fun. That'd be a little bit of effort, but it'd be fun. I need to vary up my my alerts a little bit. Sometimes honestly, I don't know. I'm not someone who's been a huge like alert kind of guy, which is, you know, my bad viewers, but it's just the way I've been. Sometimes I get tired of the alerts too much myself, and I'm like, I'll hear it once or twice, and I'm like, oh, okay, I've heard it enough already. Kind of actually would be fun to use in your account, but Last of Us TV show is not as good as the game. I've heard that many times. I haven't watched season 2, and I'm gonna wait until I finish the game to watch season 2, so like no spoilers on that one. But I'm interested in seeing like how that works out and like how that plays out, that one. I know a lot of people have their criticisms of it, but You know, I always like to try and make up my own mind on it too. Having said that though, there have been some Twitter clips that, of course, you know, cut out little moments and make it kind of look a little bit bad. Let me see. I actually don't know where I want to go now. I just need to make sure I'm looting everything. Okay, I think we've got everything in here. Guys, tell me if you guys think I missed anything. Tell me if I need to go back. God. I love how dark this game is. You need to go back. You know what? I'll just continue going forward. Listen, this is actually gonna... You might actually know the truth. Unfortunately, the health kit I can't use, so... I'm kind of SOL on that one.
Is this whole damn boat infested?
Yes, it is. It's called the Infested Boat for a reason. Eat this! Oh, that didn't work out so much. There's a shifty entrance exam where there are 215% participants and 30k actual seats. What is this talking about? Is this talking about the Golden Temple? We might be getting a little off track. I don't know what we're talking about. We're interweaving between subjects here. Eat this. It's about the engineering college. Oh fuck. Can I make more pipe bombs? No? Shit. Well, there's a big man over here. Alright, we're going back down. Woo! Okay, at least we got him down. Knock this motherfucker out. There you go. Alright. There you go. Now we knocked him out. Oh, he's got nice abs. I can't tell from here. What? No! So I can't get the item that I missed? This is stupid. This is incredibly stupid. I'm so mad about that, man. Oof. Okay, what? I can't go next. So... That's so stupid, man. Okay, so essentially what I'm trying to do is there's an item I missed in this chapter. And I wanted to go get it because, you know, it's a pretty important item that I missed out on. Unfortunately, apparently there's no way for me to get it again. Or to go back and like try and get it. Just because what the game does is it kind of made you, it kind of makes you skip ahead at some point. Oh man, I'm trying to see if I can do it still. Go. Fuck off, man. So pissed about this. I'm actually really mad about that because the item I missed out on is a hugely important item, and I'm like, it just sucks that they give you no way of recourse of like trying to get it.
Need to get off this boat.
So like essentially there's something in the safe that I could have used. And unfortunately I don't think I can get it again. I'm so like, Naughty Dog, what the fuck were you thinking? Why is it so hard for me to go back and get an old item that it's like, especially when it's like a huge perk book. Like, unfortunately, you lose out on some perks because they force you into like going into a different room.
Oh, that's greasy.
Oh man. Well, no, I'm not mad about the story. You're making it seem about the story. It's not about the story. It's about the stupid way they fucking corralled me into like going to the next section of the game, and they blocked me out of getting like a perk book. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, come on, game. Especially when I see that the perk book is actually like something really good. That's why I'm even more pissed. I think I lost out on something that I was actually wanting for quite a bit of time. For Abby. Like, I'm pretty sure it was a pretty essential fucking upgrade. I don't know if you're supposed to come back here later or what, but it doesn't seem that way. But look, I need to finish the story first on Educated Possum. I like the story so far. You guys might have your it doesn't tell a lesson type of like idea for a story, but I'm like, I don't care for that ideal. I mean, not that I don't care for that ideology or the idea, but like, I'm like, I look, if a game plays well and it, in my opinion, I think it's a fun enough story. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm unhappy with the gameplay aspects where they fucked me though. I'm not happy about that. That I'm mad about. They screwed me fair and square. There's gotta be something I can do. Like, I refuse to believe that I'm just stuck. Unless I go back 2 hours of progress. That'd be a lot of fun. I am... I need something... I need to find a way to go back there. That is so stupid. Yeah. Let me jump, please. Well, why can't I not just go back over here and go and open that safe? I don't make it a big fuss about this, but it's only because it's a huge perk book that they fucking make you miss. If it wasn't the fact that it was a really good perk book, I would have no issue with this. Unfortunately, they really do kind of screw you on this. So I'm just trying to see if I can... Okay, so they said they'll spawn one later on. Okay. So I just seen that. I wish they would tell you that. I wish there would be like a bit of information that would be like, if you miss a training manual, they'll put a spot later on in the game for you to grab it again. Not the same area, but like a new area.
Let's try this again.
That, you see, that would have solved my grief a lot. That would have solved my grief 110% because I was pissed about that. Alright, well, now we can continue going. No more complaining about The Last of Us.
Try the next level up.
Where? They're probably gonna give it to me in like the new next safe area, honestly. Also, Uneducated Awesome, I was in your stream earlier. I think you were still playing Infinite Wealth, but like you are definitely well ahead of me now on the game. That fucking you are definitely well ahead of me. I think you were doing like the second or third encounter for the reunion stuff, which I'm not even like really caught up on yet. Infinite Wealth's a very chill game though, I feel. Like, especially compared to like the previous like Dragon games, like it's especially chill. A little boring at times almost. Not boring, but like it can be a little bit dry. That's why I'm taking my long stretches of time. Like sometimes I'll get on like a game like Last of Us and it'll be like, oh my god, this is exciting as hell. I need to just continue playing through this. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I have to go back through the Yakuza again. I did. I played Yakuza 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, man with who erased his name. I haven't played Judgment though. Judgment and like Lost Judgment I have still yet to play. Did y'all get any new games for this summer sale? Honestly, not really. Honestly, I'm trying to think of it. It's only because I bought a lot of the games like through the year and I still haven't like played them fully. So I think I still gotta take a peek before I say no, because I think I saw Baldur's Gate for like 25% off, and that might be interesting to check out. At the same point though, I'm like, my games list right now is filled. It is topped off at the moment. Right now, I'm kind of just saving towards like big releases at the moment, and that's like, it's probably gonna be like Resident Evil 9 is gonna be the next big one for me, I think. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna buy Yakuza 3, the Kiwami just yet. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I don't like how they changed the one character, like because there's a character in Yakuza 3 who had like curly hair, or like I don't know if it's curly hair or if he had like a perm, but he changed, like they changed his hairstyle and he kind of looks a little bit more friendly now. Oh, he's not friendly, but he looks more generic. Stream still says just chatting. Thank you, Sloppy. We will return to just chatting after we reach the end of the chapter in Last of Us. We'll do the tier list. All right. To be honest, we should probably save these for the fire ones for like the infected. So let me make sure this is also back up. I couldn't see the chat. Judgment is like the Japanese game, right? Yeah, it's kind of like Yakuza. It's made by the same guys too. It was I think the guy who just like the main guy who made Yakuza who left. I think that was like his last 2 games that he made before he left RGG. I might be wrong on that, but the guy who originally made like Yakuza, the original creator, though he made those 2 games and then he left Yakuza or the studio, and now he's making his own game for his own studio, Nagoshi. Let me see, GTA 6, Resident Evil 9, Wolverine, James Bond 007 are the big games of 2026. Am I missing any? You know what, let me check. 2026 big games. Hopefully Fable. Hopefully Fable comes out at some point. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, out of all the confirmed ones, yeah, I guess Neo 3 if you're into like the kind of like Souls kind of games. Not Souls games, but like if you're into like a good fighting game. Let me see, 007, yeah. Pragmata, but I don't know. Are any of you guys excited for Pragmata? That's that new Capcom game that has the little girl on the back of the one soldier. Lego Batman. There you go. No, Lego is not a you. The Skater Squirrel. This Lego game looks so sick. Maybe you don't like the other Lego games, but this Lego game actually looks incredible compared to the others. Pragmata is a Capcom game, right? It looks cute. It does look pretty cute. You do like hacking on her, like you pull out like a weird square and you do some hacking for her. But guys, we gotta look into that Lego game. Is gonna be incredible when that comes out. Unless somehow WB finds a way to mess it up, but from all the previews, it looks wonderful. She does the hacking and you do the shooting. Alright. Let me see, there might be some other games slated for 2026. But none that I can really see at the moment. Super Meat Boy? I don't know if you're a Super Meat Boy fan, but they have a 3D game coming out. You know a game we can always count on? You guys are missing out on the best game. FIFA 2026. That's coming out next year. Or not FIFA, whatever it's called now. Sorry, European Soccer League 2026. What is it that EA calls it now? Or is it back to FIFA? Oh, it's EA Sports FC. That's gross. That's not a good name. FC 2026 is not a good name compared to FIFA. FIFA just has that brand recognition.
I know you're there,
Owen. Owen. But I'm gonna be collecting quarters in the water here. I like hanging out in still water. Oh, and it's a Mississippi coin too. They love Stillwater down there. Will there be another WWE game? Oh, that's my bet. I say no, no. There's probably definitely gonna be another WWE game. I was gonna say WWE instead of FIFA, but for some reason FIFA was. I was like, let's get some hype for the FIFA folks. I'm not a FIFA fan whatsoever. Anyone here play the like FIFA games or like any sports games? Because I'm not a sports game player whatsoever. Not the dog on them. I'm just I like my stories. WWE went downhill after 22K15. You know what? I actually never played 2K15, but I've heard the same opinion from like a couple people. John Dingo, yo, shout out John Dingo. He was a wonderful streamer. I don't know if he's planning on coming back, but I know he's doing some game dev stuff. But he was talking about how like WWE 2K15 was like the best one, or like 2K14. I never played it though. I took a long break from WWE after like SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, I think. I think 2008 was the last SmackDown game or WWE game I played before I played any of the like later ones. But how are you doing, Sykes?
Owen?
Yo, Sykes, how are you doing? I wish I had a yo-yo. I would love to do a yo-yo stream
Owen, come on.
one day. John Dingo the GOAT. He's also a wonderful dancer too. Just because of Just Dance streams. I have hundreds of hours in FIFA. 14 years of a fun game, but I'm not a football nerd. I see people who are playing that. Oh, what game is it? It's like Football Simulator. It's like Euro Football Simulator or something like that. Let me see if I can find out what the exact name's called. I always see like my one European friend who's always like on it 24/7, and I'm like, they love their football. Football Manager. Football Manager 2019 specifically. They love that one. Actually, never mind. I see 2021 right here. I want to play like a wrestler manager game at some point.
Nico, it's Roman.
Oh, it's Roman again.
Let's go bowling.
Look, we're still
Call
in
me when you
the
have a moment.
we're still in the middle of some busy work. Maybe when GTA 6 comes out, or oh, maybe I should look into that. I want to see if that game's on sale. Speaking of games that are on sale, PBA, is that on sale? The professional bowling game? No, it's 51 bucks. Fuck. This one, okay. Let me bring it up on screen because you guys need to see this. This is a wonderful game. It's a professional bowling game. I was looking into this, and I joined the guy's Discord because like I wanted to make sure there's like a career mode. But there's a career mode in this. You can go from city to city, town to town, bowling. $50 for a bowling game? Oh hell no. Look, do you know how expensive bowling physics are to program? You know why it only showed up in one one GTA game? Because they're hard as hell to program. These guys have to be geniuses to be able to like predict the physics of bowling. A 15-pound ball versus a 14-pound ball versus a 13-pound ball. These are all very important distinctions that you need to make for your physics in a game. It's a very hard job, and I think $51 is, if not a little bit low for the price, honestly. I think they could easily charge probably triple digits, and I think it would still be a fair price. 1 minute. I just seen the one screenshot that made me. I don't like the PBA points. Okay, this better not be some kind of microtransaction. 1 minute. We'll find out when we play that game eventually. We'll play that game eventually, and it will be a fun time. I think it will be. My singular life goal is to travel to Canada to go bowling with Chris. It will happen at some point. I'll have to like research like a good bowling alley that we can go to. I actually don't know any good bowling alleys in this area, sadly enough. There's gotta be some kind of crazy bowling alley I can find.
Maybe.
I want one where there's like a concert going on. I don't know why. But I want a concert. But low? Oh, it's absolutely low. It's a premium game. Okay, so interesting. Interesting. So that's locked. That's there. Let me go in here. 5 did not have bowling. 5 didn't have bowling, and it was not a good game because of it. Unfortunately, I think 5 only had golf, which is, you know, I think we can all agree is a little bit less than what one would say is bowling. Okay, how do I get up here now? Wait a minute. This is a puzzle. I don't like this. If I was Abby, I'd probably climb on top of these energy things and probably try and like jump up onto there. Fuck. Well, you stumped me. I guess I'm going back to see Isaac. Can I go in here? Oh, I didn't even check this door. Oh, so do I have to like guess? 1 minute, 1 minute. We can do some guessing. What other mini games did they have in GTA 5? I think it was mainly just golf and really. Maybe some tennis. Maybe some, was arm wrestling up there? Well, I'm gonna be honest, Abby. A little bit disappointing that you can't just break down the doors with your muscles. I actually don't know what the point of this puzzle is, actually. Can I not move this? Help! I'm stuck and I can't get out. Gotta go. Have a great stream. Yeah, Skater Squirrel, always appreciate you popping by. But, do what you gotta do. Take care. And, I'll probably be stuck on this puzzle by the time you get back in 24 hours. Okay, no, this puzzle better not take me that long. Oh, I know it. I know it. Dum 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 dum. You see, that's what you were supposed to do. Einstein would have figured that out instantly. Oh, rope can't break. Come on. There you go. If I was Abby, I'd probably try and like break this off and just try and squeeze into there. Okay. We got, I'll come over to yours and me and you and Bethany can go over to bowling with Mikey Chris. That'd be a fun time.
Swear to God, if you give me shit about this glass.
It would be a fun time. Bowling with a nice group of people. Some nice music.
Okay. Okay, your pack's here.
Hopefully some good animations on the bowling screen. That's the most important part of it about a good bowling alley is
Hey, Owen?
to get animations on the screen for when you get a strike. They're essential. Also, is there anything here? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What's in here? Alright, I guess Owen wants me to come this way. Owen, you're about to get shot. Twitch fam does bomb.
Owen!
That would be fun. I feel like Toronto would probably be like the best place, the easiest place to meet up in Canada, unfortunately. No, let the music play. Because when I get the DMCA claim, I'm gonna send it right to Neil Druckmann. Is it Neil Druckmann? Either way, he'll hear my main complaints. You know what? I am gonna turn this off. Never mind. Abby, not a known fan of music.
Damn it.
Abby hates music. Max's place. Let's go in there. Nope, never mind. We're gonna find Owen doing the nasty, isn't it? We're definitely gonna see that happen. Abby the nasty birdie. Or not Abby. That would be Owen. So we could follow the yellow line here. Or we could just go upstairs. Should we follow the yellow line? You know what? I don't know which one's the right way to go. I better not miss out on a skill book. I better not miss out on a skill book if I go this way. I swear to God, Owen. I swear to God.
Hey, you in there?
Aha, good. No skill book missed out on. Abby's a hater of anything enjoyable other than revenge. Revenge is quite enjoyable. If you're that kind of person. I think Abby is that kind of person, unfortunately. Then again, I mean, like, look at Revenge got her into like good shape. If it wasn't for Revenge, she wouldn't have like sprouted the muscles and whatnot. I feel like, you know, maybe Abby should be thanking Joel for what happened. You know. Sometimes you just need a nice kick in the butt for a good workout regimen. Unfortunately, Joel might have done it in the worst possible way. But he still did it. What's in here? Any food over here for Abby to eat? Abby likes eating old 20-year-old seed biscuits. Any seed biscuits for Abby? No sea biscuits for Sabby? Okay. Abby gets no sea biscuits. Abby wants sea biscuits. Okay, there are no sea biscuits. Oh, maybe a coin though. What's the use of putting all this area here if you're not gonna put a coin in there for me to loot? Don't make me go in the far corner over here to get a coin. Whoa. Horror King! Welcome in, Horror King! You come for a horror game. Kind of a horror game. But welcome in, Horror King. How are you doing? Abby's favorite food is cardboard covered in protein powder. She eats the protein packs all the way through. She doesn't even open the packs. That's how dry she likes it. But Horror King, welcome in. Hopefully you're enjoying. What were you playing on the stream today, Horror King? Let me give a quick shout out to him. Games and demos. Oh, so some indie ones, I'm assuming. You're always good for finding the indie games or like the indie horror games. Now, if I have my idea, I think we're about to walk in on Owen doing the nasty. But I think we can wait a little bit. I was playing Silent Hill 2 or Silent Still 2 in Clap. Silent Still 2. I wonder how many people bought that game thinking it was Silent Hill 2. But hey, Clap. So I'm assuming you're gonna hear some guy clapping like the horror game. Is that the basis? There's a clapper? But which one was better, do you think? Which one do you think would be the better? Which one would be better to like recommend out of the two? Man, I'm trying to think of any horror games I like. Isn't there that? I don't know if that new horror game came out with the what's the guy with the spiky head? Also, by the way, I just realized I've been playing this off of my monitor, and I haven't been playing it off of game capture. So, apologies for any lagginess in the game. It might have happened. Always sucks when I just find that out. But there's a Hellraiser, I think that's what it's called. I think Hellraiser, I'm not too sure if that's already came out. But I thought they were supposed to have a cool game come out, or like, maybe it's not Hellraiser, but maybe it's like Halloween.
Owen?
One of the two. Maybe it's both. That's cold tea. That's disgusting.
Fucking cruel.
Uh-oh.
Isaac sends you after me.
He didn't.
I think Silent Still has a really good jump scares about sleep paralysis, so it's really good. Sleep paralysis is really scary. And Clap is about a home that uses a clapping for lights, and a demon's after you and kidnaps other house sitters. Oh, so I can see how the horror would come in as soon as like the guy starts clapping. You see the lights start to flicker and whatnot. That'd be a fun time. That'd be a fun time. Do you have like a favorite horror game of like 2025 that you played? Now that we're at like the end of the year.
I'm gonna fix her back up.
I see.
Want some?
Oh, I want some hot cocoa.
Suit yourself.
Danny's dead.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Figured.
You wanna tell me what happened?
Yeah, I want to know what happened to Danny.
We were cleaning out a small camp. It's just a couple scars and
Mine would probably be Dread Flats.
hit this one
Dread Flat.
on the head.
Let me check out Dread Flats real quick. Let me at least type it in. I feel like I'm pretty sure I've heard about this one before. I think you might have actually said something about it before. Oh, you know what? This was actually on my list because me and MCG, I think we were looking for horror games on Halloween, and I think this was one of the games where I was like, I was thinking about this one, but I wasn't 100% sure about it. But I might have to give this a try now because I'm like, it did look pretty creepy to me when I first like checked it out in October. I hate to say it, but unfortunately, creepy old women in creepy old abandoned buildings, pretty creepy. I do have Silent Hill F if I still have to play it. I know, yeah, you should definitely play it. It's amazing. I'll definitely give it a check maybe next Halloween. Silent Hill F also I need to check out. You're right on that one as well.
And he doesn't go for it. Instead, he turns to me. He's old and tired.
He's talking about Danny. Danny's old and tired.
He's just
This is why Isaac wants him gone, because he's ageist. Not because he betrayed someone in battle.
killed a lot of scars. And fucking guy.
Have you played this horror game?
I couldn't do it. Of course, Danny gets in my fucking face about it.
Danny. It's always a guy named Danny doing it. It's the first time I've heard of someone named Danny in a game, to be honest.
So I grab it, and then at first I didn't even know which one of us was shot.
Well, unfortunately, Abby's gotta muscle you to death.
Yourself.
Stop.
I can fix this. I'll talk to Isaac.
I am tired, Abby.
Come on,
I
Abby.
don't want to fight over land that I don't give a fuck about anymore. I'm going to Santa Barbara.
Don't know if you want to do that.
Chase a rumor.
I've heard it more than once.
The Fireflies aren't regrouping. They're gone.
Why would the Fireflies even be coming back together? Like, isn't the main cause dead now? The whole Ellie thing? Or are they all gonna try and kidnap Ellie at the same time? Give her a little trap? Yeah, I love these ones. Besides The Witcher, one of my favorite ones. That's another one that should be coming out soon, right? Like, I thought Witcher 1 Remake was a game that was slated to be coming out. I was hoping that it would have came out, like, within the last, like, 2 years, but... hopefully The Witcher 1 Remake comes out at some point. Because I've been wanting to play through that one.
It's a lead.
I want to play through Witcher 1 and then, like, The Witcher 2. Because I haven't, like... I only played, like, an hour or two of Witcher 2 back in the day. And I liked it back then, but... it was added to that list of games where... I'll come back to it later.
What about Mel?
Also, is this rope burn gonna be, like, permanent? She got, like, rope burn around her neck.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk in the morning when you're sober.
Don't do that.
Do what?
Treat me like I'm fucking insane.
Hmm.
Feel the same way.
If the Fireflies are in Santa Barbara, I go the opposite fucking direction.
Why is that?
What?
You don't like the Fireflies no more?
Nothing.
Is it because they didn't want to go after Joel?
Sorry I grew up. You should try it.
Yes, I think, and I can't wait for the fourth
How
one to
do
come
I
out.
do that, Abby? Should I go find the people that killed my family?
Supposedly there's supposed to be DLC coming out for the third one again. Hopefully that rumor's true.
Torture them until they're crying, you know?
Alright, do it. Tussle with the muscle, see what happens.
Abby.
Now he's a cheater. Now you're a cheater. That's even worse than a traitor. Actually, I guess it's on the same level. Oh. Do we have a blur ready for this? One minute, let me see if I can get the blur going. I did not expect that. I did not expect him to come back immediately like that. Oh, we're going back to this again? I thought we already lived through this. Oh, that would be really cool. It would be really cool if they actually had expanded on like the third game again and had like more DLC just to get ready for the fourth game or whatever. It feels like something they would do, honestly. There you go. Now that's more like it. Oh wait, never mind. Oh god. Owen's the most selfless guy in like the post-apocalypse. Oh, I most definitely can see it. It kind of introduced the beginning of that ties right into it.
Fucking kids.
Kill off Geralt right at the beginning of right at the end of the expansion. People would be pissed if they kill off Geralt or Geralt. Do you think they would do it? Do you think Geralt's gonna end up dead at some point? I know that's a little bit hard to speculate on, but I'm like, I don't know. That man's if we're playing a Syrian in the next game, he's definitely counting his time.
Out of there before it's too late.
He's definitely counting the hours on this clock.
What the hell am I doing? They're fucking scars.
Well, you see, scars can become good people. Maybe. Maybe. God, I love this game. This game actually is so good. At least in like the beauty department. The beauty department of the game is like, it's one of the best games I've probably looked at. Next to like Last of Us, not Last of Us, Alan Wake. Alan Wake 2 was like a really good game too. Really good visuals. And when it has really good visuals, that's when you know it's a good game. Visuals make the game. No, I'm joking. They definitely do help though. They definitely do help. Alright, 1 minute. We're just looking for things in your trunk. Let me get my sniper out and let me reload it. It was the apostate.
At least I know he's alive.
Right, I definitely either deaf or really injured to where you can't do anything. Even worse, he's gonna be turned into the other Hemsworth brother who tried to portray him in Netflix. No, I'm not sure. I don't want to dog on him. He just took a job. Don't mess with Abby. Okay. Okay, man, never mind. Okay, I was playing this really stupidly. I was thinking I could do this combat very nonchalantly. When I say nonchalantly, I mean go one by one and just beat people up. My bad. I just had a studio message me to check out their game on Steam. I never had that happen. It's exciting when they have that stuff kind of happen. Especially because like you're probably more horror oriented too, right? So like there's probably a lot of people who do kind of look at like the name and want you to do more horror games, or to check out their horror game. Oh. I'm gonna shoot you right in the foot if you try me, bud. Oh! Oh! Okay. These guys all have to come the same way. Can I make a bomb? No, I can't make any bombs. Yeah, come investigate him. Uh-oh. Oh, she's gonna be a big one too, who's gonna fucking take me out. Oh god, she's got a crazy physique. Oh! Yeah, there you go. That's what you get for messing with me. Now I got your big hammer. Oh, this is wonderful. It was their horror game on Steam. That's exciting. Ooh. Yeah, come here, buddy. I like how you can probably clearly see the hammer.
Not a word.
Unfortunately, you're not gonna get hammered to death. You're just gonna get muscled. Oh, this is where she is. I love this game. I love the stealth. Hey, Spicy Mommy, welcome in. How are you doing, Spicy? Hopefully you had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.
Good.
We did it! Did we kill? Oh wait, no, we didn't kill everybody. 1 minute, there's still one more person. Wait. No. What do you mean no? This person's so dumb.
No. Damn it. There you are.
Ah! Oh, no! She's gonna kill me after all this work. This is not good. That was your own damn fault, to be honest.
Fucking hell.
She shot me right in the chest. That was a little bit uncalled for. How was yours? My parents sent me a plate and my gifts. Ooh, I actually got a bunch of treats in my my fridge right now. Actually, just that were like just like a bunch of baked goods, and I have that I'm gonna probably have to make my way through within like the next like week or two. But I'll never say no to having baked goods given to you. Just a bunch of magic bars and the cookies and some butter tarts. But mine was good. Mine was good though. Got some new shirts, got some new clothes. It was a good old time. Do you like your tarts runny or set? To be honest, I actually don't really know if I have too much of a preference. I do like them a little bit set, to be honest. I do like when I don't have to worry about eating it all in like one go. But there are some really good runny ones I've had too, where I'm like, you know, I'll say yes to them when I'm actually hungry. Sometimes I'm a slow eater though. Sometimes I'll be taking my time with a sweet, like a baked good, and I'll just. Sometimes those runny ones are not good for that. Oh, please tell me there's gonna be like a manual in here. Oh, dang it. What is all this stuff? All stuff. No runny ones, no runny ones. Do you like them with like raisins or like pecans in them? Actually, I do like the raisin ones quite a bit, to be honest. I'm I've never had an issue with raisin, pecans. I'm trying to think of any other like ones that you can kind of put in there. Walnuts, I think you can do. Yeah, the raisin ones are good. Pecan ones, top tier. Lemon tarts, those are. I actually was supposed to get some lemon tarts, but unfortunately they didn't have enough time to let them dry and like process. So they said next time I visit, lemon tarts are on my way. But I do love some good lemon tarts. Okay, we're gonna go with the upgrade on this, I think. You know, maybe I don't want to upgrade this. I don't know which one I want to upgrade. Shotgun, I've pretty much upgraded to what I need it to be. To be honest, I should probably upgrade this a little bit. Stability. Stability and recoil, you know what? That's fine. That's fine, I'll do that. Raisin tarts are... You know, actually, I've never had a banana cream one. Banana cream would be really good. No other gamer, thank you for lurking. Hopefully you're having a solid, solid Monday. I seen that you were playing Fallout 4 now, and I'm like, ooh, that should be a fun one. Are you excited for the TV show? TV show's been good so far. Coconut tarts are good too. Coconut tarts are definitely good. Honestly, I love myself some processed coconut. I love those little pieces of. I don't know. I actually do like the process. Like, I don't want to say fake coconut, but I don't know if it's fully real. Especially on a nice magic bar. I'll be honest, there's not a single gun that I want to fully upgrade in this game. Just because when you fully upgrade some of the weapons, they get a bad change to them. Like, I don't want to be using a gun that has burst fire, right? I don't like being stuck with burst fire. Burst fire has never been my favorite. Except for like with a FAMAS at times. Can't forget cherry tarts. Actually, I'll be honest, I've never been a big fan of cherry. But then again, I was mostly like a kid when I've eaten a lot of like cherry themed things. So maybe if I tried it as like a little bit older, a little bit more refined of a taste, maybe I'd like it a little bit more.
Shit. Kid? You still there?
I always like some apple tarts. Actually, do they make? I'm sure they make apple tarts. I haven't had apple tarts, but I'm assuming they do make it.
Don't come any closer. It's me.
Mario. Did they get your sister? Is that what happened?
Sorry. How's she doing?
Oh, she's gonna be like majorly infected. Like her face is gonna be like red and shit. Yeah, but she. They needed to chop that arm off. I didn't want to say it, but.
Lean into me.
Where are you taking her?
Come on.
What are you doing?
I'm giving her a chance.
There you go. Kid better pay me back for this. Yeah, it would be like a mini apple pie.
Owen!
I want more apple pie now. I want more apple pie. I want more pumpkin pie. Even though it's more like a Thanksgiving thing, I feel like pumpkin pie always shows up again.
I'm here. Those scars?
I need whatever medical supplies you have. Put the phone down, it's okay. Alice, shut up! Put the phone down! Alice!
Oh no.
lower the bow. It's okay.
Abby, who are these kids?
Well,
They saved my life. Can you take a look at her?
they're gonna tell her that her arm needs to go a day ago.
This is Yara.
What did this?
A hammer. It wasn't me.
Let's lay her down.
Good. At least we're helping each other. Unfortunately, she's probably gonna be, yeah, that's not good.
Can you feel this? Yara,
No. I was gonna clean it and try
the
resetting.
bone's shattered. She has compartment syndrome.
Hmm.
What does that mean?
It means it has to come off.
She's a soldier. You can't take her arm.
Well, she's not a soldier anymore. Who's she fighting for?
Just make it stop hurting. Please.
What do you need?
Ideally, a saw.
Oh, so we need to go to the
sutures,
hospital
and
now.
We're far from ideal right now.
We have knives, fire. Cut and cauterize it.
She would die from infection.
Eh,
Give me a list.
it worked for
I'll
Merle.
go to the hospital. I'll get
It'll
whatever
take
you
you
need.
all day to get there.
I don't mind.
It's not about you, Abby. She doesn't have a couple of days. What if I can get you there in 2 hours? The Wolf Hospital, right? On the west side?
Hmm.
How?
We built bridges high up. It's how we get around the flooding and you people.
Can't you handle 2 hours?
Probably, yeah.
So make a list.
Wait, are you serious? These bridges are used by scars.
They only send in small groups at a time.
You heard that? Small groups.
Hmm.
This isn't a joke.
Scars are nothing to us.
May she guide you.
She protects.
Scars are easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Abby. Abby.
Oh, so are we gonna come back and they're gonna be like gone?
Hey,
What?
will you steal my keys?
Sorry.
Can I talk to you?
Talk?
Why are you doing this?
They saved her life.
Look, she just showed up.
Okay.
I don't think she knows about last night.
I don't care about last night.
Well, I do.
You're a degenerate. Owen is getting what's coming to him. 110%. Okay, how did Ellie find out about the aquarium place again? Was it through Mel? I think, well, no, it was through the one person in the basement, right, of the hospital?
Your friends are wolves too?
Yes, they're
Yeah.
wolves. Not literally, though,
We were lucky Mel was
as you can
there.
see.
She's one of the best surgeons in Seattle.
Mel.
Ah, and Ellie
What's
kills
his
her.
name? The man?
Owen.
Mel.
And the dog's Alice.
I don't like dogs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're trained to go after you, Scars, so
The bridge is there.
I think that's kind of the
Path ahead
goal.
gets out toward downtown. The really tall buildings. You gonna be able to get us the rest of the way?
The route starts at the edge of the rushing water. You get us there, and I can take over.
When they say that she goes above like everyone else, like how is the
Yeah,
how are the wolves not able to see them go on the bridges,
yes.
the sky bridges?
In just a couple hours?
I'm not lying.
Okay.
Yeah, this is unfortunately his sister on the line, so I think he kind of also has the motivation to do a good job. Sorry, just need to grab that. You never know when you're gonna not run into another piece of paper again.
There it is. That's the building we need to get to.
That's crazy.
Okay, I see it.
That's a crazy height.
What happens if we can't get the stuff your friend needs?
She'll have to try to do the surgery with what Owen has around. It's not... That wouldn't be good.
Do you think she'll make it?
Hopefully.
Give the supplies. Yeah, she'll have a good shot.
She's gonna end up cauterized. This is gonna all end up in one big trip where she ends up cauterized.
Do you know our dogs can play cards like that?
I'm 13, not 8.
You're the size of an 8-year-old.
Do other people think you're funny?
Yes.
No.
Okay, at least she's honest about that.
Compartment syndrome.
Too much pressure builds up in your muscles. The blood can't move in and out of the tissue.
Tissue?
Kind of like the skin inside your body.
How do you know all that?
That's right.
I
The
grew up
LE.
around
Because of
that.
science.
What does the LE
Like
stand
now.
for?
Everybody love everybody.
Everybody love everybody.
Oh, is she gonna go on a nice bonding adventure about knowing about the basics of medical science because of her father? Oh, that'll be nice. No time to look at the water, now it's time to go forward. But everyone, ELE everybody. I'm gonna find a good spot to take a break on, like on The Last of Us. And then we'll do the tier list, I think. Okay, how do we get up here though? Well, I guess your sister's dead. GG's. Oh, up here. Never mind. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
You know, when you're jumping, sometimes the running starts.
I know how to jump.
You're very funny, Lev. Trying to treat me like I'm not a survivor. But I am a great survivor. Better than Ellie. I'll be honest. Seems like she's doing a better job of surviving than Ellie. Except for the whole, you know, she has immunity thing. Aha, what's in here?
Come on.
No, 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 no.
Need help?
No.
Whoa, I got pushed back. I got pushed back heavily by that. That was messed up. My character was just simply in the air and somehow got pushed. Go, go, go.
See if we can get to the top of this
At
building.
least we got a raincoat on.
You've been to these sky bridges before, right?
Raincoat seems to help with the
You ever seen a
hydrophobic
lot of
stuff.
stars?
Seraphites. I don't know.
You gonna be okay if we do?
I was yesterday.
Yeah, but those guys were hunting you.
They're all hunting us.
Yeah, good point. I'm gonna get my silencer ready now. Okay, pipe bomb versus, you know what? We'll go first. Pipe bomb. There you go. No Scar's gonna want to mess with us when they see this in my hand. Safe code? Huh. They like to do a lot of face cutting in the server fights, don't they? She took like extra long on that one. It felt like she was about to be attacked. Alright, well. No being attacked, time to get out.
Watch the glass.
There you go. Chris, Puzzle Master. Yep, the puzzle just being a broken window. Alright. Let's get my sniper out. Any more sniperoonies that I need to do? Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Hey, Spicy, I hope you also have a good rest of your Monday. But appreciate you stopping on by. Always appreciated. Thank you. Oh, what's going on here? More screws.
Okay? I'm fine.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
I said I'm fine. Okay, never mind. Ooh. Nothing in here. I feel like in the last game they had more things that were in like the cars. Like maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought there was some ammo here and there.
Getting closer to your tall building.
I love tall buildings. I love how I had the option to open the door and it said no. Oh, that's a Sony TV. That's why it's indestructible.
Where were you headed?
I don't know. Just away.
A great plan you have.
No reason why they're after you now?
I did.
They want to kill a little boy because he shaved his head.
I wasn't allowed. It's the rule. I broke it.
Jeez. So why'd you do it?
I don't know.
Pretty punk rock of you.
Punk rock?
I get the impression you don't follow most rules.
Oh. I guess so.
Oh, safe! Oh, my favorite. I love safes. Alright, there's gonna be an ad break in about 1 minute and 40 seconds. I'm hoping I can solve the safe before that. But I'll probably go on a small little break and we'll come back and we'll do a little bit of a tier list. We'll go through the games we played this year and be like, you know, just see which ones were our favorites, which ones were maybe on the D tier. No, it'll be some good fun. We'll see some of the games that we didn't get the chance to finish. That'll also be fun. Okay. Is there anything else here? Guys, you got a nice PC setup, I'll be honest. Damn it, this is gonna be one of those places where I need to go back. .302. Okay, combo is our apartment number, then your apartment number. Okay. So, we are currently apartment number, what? 302. This is where we're just gonna do some guesswork. 302, 305. Dang it.
I need to look at that code again.
No! I thought they were gonna let me just keep doing it from the one place. I hope that if they continue The Last of Us after that becomes an anthology where each game has a different setting and cast of characters. I feel like that's like at least the best way to go about it. I don't know, I always feel like this one's kind of a good just like the duology here, like with Ellie like and Joel. I feel like that is better as like a duology almost. I feel like making it a trilogy would almost kind of be forcing it to a degree. Alright, so I got 302. They better not be on like a different floor. Alright. Scar saw dreams cooking on the roof. They shot him. I killed two, but one got away. I'm leaving our door unlocked and some supplies in our safe. Okay, so is it for Julia that this is supposed to be for? So Julia's apartment number. So 302. Let me just write that down because I'm gonna keep forgetting this if I don't. Alright, 304. I'm gonna go with 304. 302, 304. That makes sense. Imagine one set in NYC the day of the that would be sick. Man, I would love like they haven't really done like a good apocalypse thing in a big city like that. Like I'm hoping that at some point Fallout goes to like New Vegas or not New Vegas. They've already been there. But like I'm hoping they go to New York. That would be kind of cool. Even if in universe it is like fully destroyed. I'm like I don't care. I don't care. Just give me it. Okay, let's put it away. Good, good, good. We found all the training manuals, guys. Alright. Hear me out, Fallout Florida. Sloppy Poppy. There's a huge Fallout mod that's actually in the works. That's supposed to be Fallout Florida. And it actually looks really good too, to be honest. I don't know when they're supposed to be releasing that, but it's worth taking a peek at. Fallout Miami, that's what it's called. So, Fallout Miami is definitely a cool looking mod that is in the works. Florida would be a good place though. They post updates every once in a while. I thought they put out like a video within like the last couple weeks. I'll post it in the chat right here and then I'll be right back. You know, actually, I'll put it on and then it'll be like copyrighted music. But I'll be RB. There's any little other thing I can adjust. This is the menu I like added in where I have like, because this game doesn't have natural DLSS. I have to do this. Oh, clip is being created. Oh my, I forgot I enabled that. Alright, so upscale type should work. In options. How quick can I move through you? That's what I want to know. Oh! The way she just like phased through the wall, that scared me a little bit. Go, 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 go. Bro, the genie's out of the bottle. You're not gonna be able to stop multi-streaming. Why not be the platform that's open, very open about multi-streaming? That's all I'm saying. Alright, we are back on, guys. Or what one of you is. Let me get the other screen on. Alright, let's get the tier list on the screen here. We'll start doing a little bit of a tier list of the games that we played. And also, Fallout Chicago would be cool too. Have it full of Midwest cryptids and whatnot. It would be really sick, to be honest. There's a lot. I mean, Florida, I feel like would be the natural like other area for them to try out. But Chicago, I think actually has like at least in the lore, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of like Brotherhood of Steel stuff in Chicago. Chicago would be nice. I would love to see all the ghouls dressed in the Chicago, that musical wear. Creature, welcome in, welcome in. You came in at the perfect time. We're coming in and doing the let me see. Let me pop it up on the screen real quick. Do a little bit of a tier list. I like make it a little bit bigger. I do it like an old man where I have to go to the I have to go all the way to the corner. I can increase it. I don't know why. I'm not with the shortcuts. I like the long way. Also, people on the vertical side, you probably can't see it, so let me just put this on the screen for you then. So, of all the games we played this year, you know, we played Balatro. That was the start of the year. To be honest, I thought that was like more of a last year game, but like, I guess Indiana Jones also came in at the very tail end, so kind of fits that kind of category. Sekiro, Kingdom Deliverance 2, Battlefield 6, GTA 5 that we briefly played, same with Super Mario Sunshine, Clover Pit, which was a fantastic new roguelike. That game that just came out within like the last year or so. It kind of reminds me of Balatro. Crash Bandicoot, I think we played Crash 1, so that's not the entire Crash remaster. Metal Gear Solid 1, Split Fiction, which, to be honest, me and MCG, we gotta finish up on Split Fiction. we actually haven't like done that yet. We need to fix that. The Walking Dead Season 4, that was a pretty good experience, I'd say. Doom, another good solid experience. I have my opinions on Doom though, and it may end up in the D part of the list here. Dark Souls, GTA San Andreas, you know, Fallout 4, great classic game. Hitman 1 and 2. We haven't finished Hitman 3 yet. We need to finish that. At the same point though, I wasn't sure if MCG wanted to play Hitman. That would be fun to do, a Split Fiction New Year joint stream. It'd definitely be maybe well, I'll see what we're up to on New Year's. See if we can do something like that. A few things, I played Split Fiction and beat it 10 out of 10. I've played nothing but Fallout modded. I've been playing honestly, I was gonna play Fallout 4 One Life Survival today, but I think I didn't really want to get too far into the survival because of the tier list. But what kind of mods are you using for the Fallout 4 modded? Do you ever play on like Dust? I think, I don't know if that's the mod name, or that might be like the Fallout New Vegas mod name. But yeah, there's a mod name, there's a mod like called Dust where it takes place in like an even harsher wasteland. There's a lot more restrictions, a lot more like survival aspects. Okay, I have 50 plus mods, too many to tell. Fair enough, fair enough. Any huge ones that like changed the gameplay like drastically that like you probably wouldn't be able to play without? So let's go back to the list here. Keep Driving. That's a game that we need to go back to at some point. I feel like no, Keep Driving, and like honestly, I think next year I kind of want to try and do more indie games. I feel like, especially because GTA 6 is going to be coming out, right? I feel like next year will be a perfect year to go through more indie games and whatnot. Yo, my thought 2024. Welcome in on the YouTube side. How are you doing today? Let me see here. Oblivion, The Man Who Erased His Name. Like a Dragon, great. Liza P. By the way, we need to play the Liza P DLC. The Liza P DLC, I've heard, is something that we really need to play. And at some point, we will be playing it when I find a good sale for it. As always. Like a Dragon. For some reason, I thought the other Like a Dragon was ahead of it. They're out of order. They're technically out of order. I'm pretty sure this one should be afterwards. Okay, Hollow Knight, great one. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. We briefly played it last week or 2 weeks ago. That was a really fun side scroller kind of game. What's that game called? The side scroller beat 'em ups? I don't know the exact name for the Streets of Rage type of games. Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna be honest, all the multiplayer games I played this year might just end up in D tier. That or I might have to make a new tier that's like multiplayer games. I feel like multiplayer games honestly should go in their own category. Let me see. Marvel Rivals, Metal Gear Solid 2, Elden Ring, Night Rain, which I thought was pretty solid. Cyberpunk 2077, which again, some of them are a little bit unfinished. Like, there's some games I haven't fully finished, so unfortunately those ones are gonna be me judging it on how much I liked it during the stream. Resident Evil 7, Schedule 1, South of Midnight, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Last of Us 2. I guess I could have just started, but we'll start off with Balatro. I think Balatro deserves A+. A? Maybe not A+, but like definitely deserves an A. I was loving that game when I was playing it. For me though, I think it kind of loses like some. Sometimes I don't like doing all the challenges stuff where like I have to start with like a huge like. I mean that's the point of a challenge, but like the late game stuff I wasn't really as enthralled with, unfortunately. But Balatro is really a lot of fun, to be honest. When they come out with like a new update or like a new DLC, I'll definitely be giving it a go. War of the Commonwealth is my favorite mod. It's hella hard and it's killed me more than anything that's in the base game. Really. I'm gonna have to check out War of the Commonwealth. Let me see. War of the Commonwealth. Spawns custom enemies. Oh! Okay, that sounds pretty cool, actually. So it actually gives you like more challenge then. That's hopefully the Vertibirds guys are a little bit smarter, because I feel like the Vertibird guys in the base game were like really dumb. Like they didn't know how to like fly most of the time, and like whenever they got like a little bit too close to the ground, they always hit a tree or something and spun out of control. I'll be honest, Indiana Jones. Part of me wants to put it as B. I liked Indiana Jones, but part of me is like I don't know if I would have the idea to like replay it again. For some reason, if I have a game up in like S or A, I feel like it has to have that replayability factor. And for me, Indiana Jones doesn't really have any kind of factor for me like that. It's a really good game though. It's definitely worth playing through. We'll do some adjusting towards the end if I feel like I need to adjust this. But I think I'd feel confident with Indiana Jones being in the B tier. Sekiro. I think that's easily going to be an S tier for me. Just because, you know, I think every Souls game, honestly, that we played this year is probably going to potentially end up in the S tier, which might be a little bit biased, but actually, maybe not every one. I think there's going to be Dark Souls 1 might end up somewhere else, but Sekiro I thought was a hugely like amazing game. Once I actually got into like the actual control part and like I started getting good at the game. Yeah, Sekiro's once you like crack that code for the parry and everything, it gets so good. I was doing like a little mini replay a couple months ago for it. I only played like up until like a quarter of the way through the game, but I was still having a good time with it. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That's my personal game of the year. My personal game of the year, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, is... Honestly, there might be another stream where I play it. I might bring it back for stream at some point. I don't know, maybe. Depends on how busy next year is for some of the games. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, great RPG. Hugely annoying with sometimes with how many times you have to like feed yourself or put yourself to sleep and even just keep clean. But it's definitely a game worth experiencing, and I think there's a lot of replayability to it, to be honest. I can see myself replaying it another time and doing some other like choices. Battlefield 6D. Should I just I'm just gonna put it in D. I'm not gonna elaborate why it's on a D, but anyone here play Battlefield 6? Maybe I should like zoom it out a little bit. So the next one here is Super Mario Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine is one that we only played like one day of. I meant to play it longer, but first off, I don't have my Switch on me at the moment, so we can't continue Super Mario Sunshine. Second, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much I was actually enjoying Super Mario Sunshine. I'm gonna put it at C for right now, just because when I was playing it on stream the one day, I wasn't fully feeling it, so maybe if I play it again, it'll be a different experience. But Super Mario Sunshine, maybe it hasn't aged well. Maybe the Super Mario Superstar trilogy wasn't like a good port. I don't know. There's just something off a little bit about it. I like the vibe of it a lot. I love the atmosphere where it's just like a nice resort island kind of platformer. But yeah, I don't know. Some of the gameplay stuff might have not been the best. So next one we have GTA 5. I think GTA 5 is another one of those games where I think I wanted to try and do the main story again, because I think I started the enhanced edition. I wanted to try out the enhanced edition on like the Xbox. It was kind of like a backup game. It's a good game, but I'm like, it's GTA 5. I didn't really do much in it. I think I might have done a little bit of the online stuff too earlier also, but I almost want to shift it to C. In terms of how much I enjoyed it on stream versus some of the other games I played, GTA 5 wasn't as enjoyable as like Resident Evil 7 or like Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'll say that. It was kind of an old experience. And no bowling. No bowling as well, as Sloppy has said. Clover Pit. You see, I put myself in the corner because I said the games that are S tier and A tier are most likely going to be more replayable. But Clover Pit's a pretty replayable type of game, I feel like. Having said that though, very fun game, Clover Pit. But actually, I almost want to put on an A tier. We'll do some adjustments later on. I think right now it does kind of fit in the B tier. But I think Balatro deserves that big splash because that was the one that kind of started bringing out all the gambling roguelikes. So Balatro is kind of 101. So maybe it deserves it a little bit more than Clover Pit. It's my list. I can't feel bad about this. The rules of the rules. Crash Bandicoot 1, C tier. I don't know if anyone here was here for the Crash 1 stream, It was a pain in the ass. I hate Crash 1. I think I've learned finally that the Crash games I do like were Crash Bandicoot 2 and what was the one on PS2? The one where you can go in like the yellow ball and you're it goes from like a medieval level to like a yellow ball level. Whatever Crash Bandicoot game that is, that's one of my favorites. Metal Gear Solid 1. I'll say this. Metal Gear Solid 1, pain in the... I don't know. I mean, Sekiro was a pain in the ass too, but like, I enjoyed that because I mastered it. I mastered it. Metal Gear Solid's kind of in that same boat where I'm like, now that I kind of know all the secrets and like, you know, how to go through the game. If I played through it again, I probably would enjoy it a lot more. Now, again, readjustments maybe for later. But Metal Gear Solid 1, at least in my experience, I think I enjoyed it a little bit more than Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear Solid 2, I didn't really like the oil rig all that much. Maybe I'm just more of a fan of like the snow map, but the oil rig I didn't really like. I don't know, I didn't really like the oil rig stuff too much, to be honest. I did like the opening like boat sequence with Snake. I thought that was kind of cool. And I did like the final boss of the Metal Gear Solid 2. I think that was also really fun. But Metal Gear Solid 1, I think it just had like a uniqueness to it for that first game where you're like... I mean, I guess it's not the first Metal Gear Solid game, but Metal Gear Solid in this sense that you get like, you know, it's the big one. It's the one people think of. Good. It's an S tier for right now. Mostly S for snow. It might get adjusted later on. Split Fiction. I can't speak to its replayability. I'm gonna put it as B because it's at the top of B because I like Split Fiction a lot, but we haven't played it enough. But Split Fiction's a lot of fun. Once we get the opportunity to actually play it more, I'll have more to say on it. But I liked all the variety and like mini games and like worlds they showcased. I think the last thing I remember doing was I think we were on like a farm world, me and MCG, and what was it? There was like a ketchup world where you're like applying ketchup and mustard to a hot dog. I think I might be misremembering this, but and then there was like a farm world where there was like pig turd just flying from the sky or like falling down from the sky. I might be wrong on that, but it had fun visuals. It was a fun game, a fun story so far. I'm pretty sure Split Fiction is also supposed to be getting a movie now, so that should be interesting when that happens. Walking Dead Season 4. I'm gonna be honest. It's in that B tier. I don't see the replayability for this one, to be honest. I don't know, I wasn't the biggest fan of like the part 4. I think part 1 was still the best Walking Dead game from all of the seasons. Like season 1. And then I think... How would I rank them now? I did like the Javier stuff. The Javier stuff I thought was really cool, but yeah, I felt very rushed. That was the worst thing about the Javier stuff was that it felt rushed. So season 1, season 3, season 2, and then season 4. You know, I'll put season 4 above season 2 to be honest. Season 2, I think when I replayed it this year or last year, I think I kind of felt like there was a lot of stupid storylines in that one where why is Clementine turning on a windmill? Why is Clementine dealing with all the drama of these guys? It made a lot more sense in Walking Dead Season 4 when she's in charge of like an orphanage. At least that makes a little bit more sense on why she has more control. Doom. I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably not gonna come back to a Doom game on stream for a little while. I don't know. I that was another one of those games where I just wasn't really like. Maybe it was just the wrong day. Maybe I wasn't really feeling it. But Doom is going in the C tier for me. Maybe I'll have to give it another shot at some point. But I think I remember getting stuck on that. Like there was an elevator level where for some reason I didn't get I didn't entirely get where I was supposed to go from the elevator. I don't want to say that impacted my enjoyment of the game, but I think that was a huge part of the stream where it was like an hour of me trying to figure out one puzzle, and it felt a little shameful at moments for myself. But it kind of, maybe compared to like Doom Eternal, it seems a little bit plain. But yeah. Next game is Dark Souls 1. Now I'm gonna say this is the Dark Souls 1 bow run. Otherwise, Dark Souls 1 would be S run or an S tier. But because we did it with the bow run, to be honest, I'm gonna put the bow run at like a C tier. It was hugely a horrible experience. it was a fun time. Actually, I'll put it at the top of the list here, at the top of the C list here. But it was I will never repeat the bow run again for Dark Souls 1. That Dark Souls 1 bow run is horrible. Great game. Dark Souls 1 is a goated game, S tier game regularly. But if you're playing Dark Souls 1 remaster with the bow playthrough, good luck on some of the aspects. I think I skipped out on the DLC, sadly. I feel like the DLC I messed up on, because I'm pretty sure I skipped right to the DLC, or I skipped right to the end. Sekiro's peak? I agree. Sekiro is absolutely a peak. It's sad that they'll never get a sequel. Unless Activision wants to make a lot of money. If Activision wants to make a lot of money, then that'll be a case. Do Resident Evil 7 now? You know, usually I don't take requests, but I'll only do this one, only one. Resident Evil 7's definitely an S tier. To be honest, when I was going into Resident Evil 7, I thought I was gonna hate the first-person aspect, and I'm gonna be honest. Resident Evil 7 is the closest that I've felt to like Resident Evil 1, right? Like I don't know if anyone here has played the Resident Evil 1 remaster. I love the Resident Evil 1 remaster. I think I don't know. I don't want to come off like a hipster, but like the Resident Evil remaster, I think is still my favorite Resident Evil game. That mansion and like I love the environments. I love the fixed camera positions and everything. I thought all that stuff was really cool. It was a little bit difficult to get used to, but like once you actually get really into Resident Evil 1 remaster, it's such a fun time. I think it's still at the top of my list for fun experiences on stream. But Resident Evil 7, definitely an S tier game. Which I'm going to lead us to GTA San Andreas. I was going to play GTA San Andreas before I tried to do a speedrun of it, because I wanted to attempt to speedrun GTA San Andreas. Unfortunately, I think I moved computers, or somehow like something happened where I couldn't play the same copy I had of San Andreas, so I had to put that on postpone. So I'm gonna put that at the C tier, but GTA San Andreas is in my opinion, it's an easily S tier game. I'm gonna put it as S tier. You know what? You guys can't tell me anything. GTA San Andreas is an S tier game. Even today, it still is. Okay, now that comes to Fallout 4. We're doing Fallout 4 One Life Survival, or permadeath, for other words. Fallout 4 permadeath is a lot of fun. Having said that, would it be an S tier experience? I don't know. I don't know if it would be an S tier experience just yet. At the minute though, Fallout 4 permadeath, a solid A experience. keeping me really engaged. It's a fun mode. It's fun trying to do all of Fallout 4 in one life. Will I be able to do it? I hope so. I hope so. My goal right now is to beat the regular Fallout 4 game, the base game, with permadeath on it. But after we do the base game, then that's when we'll do the DLC and see if we can do like the hard stuff. Because the DLC, I think, is going to be the hardest stuff to take care of. S tier experience watching you play it. To be honest, it might be moved up to S tier because I enjoy it too. Even if I can feel the stress on my neck and my shoulders and everything else as I'm playing through it slowly. The only thing is I need to try and even out the S tier. Hitman World Assassination is such a fun game. To be honest, I'm gonna switch GTA San Andreas and Hitman because GTA San Andreas is a really good game. I already know that. But in terms of like new games that I've experienced, Hitman World of Assassination is like, it's such a fun game. I played Hitman Season 1 and 2 before, so I haven't actually gotten the chance to finish it, the Season 3, or the final part of the trilogy. But at some point we will get back to it, at least before 007 comes out. 007, there's a lot of 007 games I kind of want to try out. That or like maybe MCG will play them. I'm not too sure yet. But yeah, Hitman World Assassination Seasons 1 and 2, top tier experiences. I love how much variety there is in like the ways you can kind of like set up deaths and whatnot. Keep Driving. I only played it once on stream, but the one time I played it on stream, I think it was on Canada Day, right? Because I wanted to do a road trip. That was a fun time. My character, so essentially you're doing a road trip because you're trying to make it to like a rock concert or like, I think it depends on the story of your character. But the majority of it is you're trying to make it to a concert with a group of people. Or, you recruit more and more or you recruit members to your gang as you drive through the country. But it's very much kind of like it's a modern day version of, what's that game? Oregon Trail. It's very much like a modern day version of it. It has a lot of fun character to it. There's some fun mini games in it. A lot of cool mechanics with the car and everything. But at some point we'll play Keep Driving again. I do want to give that another go. Which leads us to Like a Dragon, Yakuza. Or Yakuza Like a Dragon, sorry. I always say it backwards because it's Like a Dragon now. But this one's Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'll say it's definitely an A tier game for sure. I was a little bit unsure about turn-based at this point when I'm playing the game. Infinite Wealth is where I'm completely convinced that the turn-based was a good idea. But the turn-based in Like a Dragon, I was still a little bit unsure. But I thought the story was cool. I think Ichiban was a really cool character. The gang of characters that you get with the who's it? The homeless man, the security guard. That really tells you how much I know about the characters. But no, that's pretty much like it's true though. Like a Dragon has a really lovable cast of characters. One minute. I want to get their names properly up. Yeah, Namba, Adachi, there you go. Those are the names I was missing out on. But very chill games. Like a Dragon games are very chill. Whenever you're just looking for a solid, like, just downtime, just, doing art, it's a nice chill RPG to get through. Whenever I think of an RPG though, my mind always goes to like story choices, so I'm like, I always have to kind of readjust with the actual meaning of what RPG means, which is just playing a role. Okay, next game though. Oblivion. I will say, I don't know how I feel about the remaster of about Oblivion, to be honest. I played it when it first launched, so there was a little bit of some issues there. I think there was probably some, 1 minute. Let me just adjust this real quick. 1 minute. I played Oblivion when it first like launched at the as a remaster, so there might have been some bugs here and there with it that might have kept me from enjoying it fully. Especially the performance. Like there's like two different, the way the game works now. It's like it's two different engines that are kind of running the game at the same time now, right? It's kind of first off, you can't really mod that now. Like I'm pretty sure modding is pretty much impossible for the Oblivion remaster at this moment. I don't think there's any way to do it. But otherwise, if you're looking for like a vanilla experience for Oblivion, I'm sure that's probably the best way to do it now. But in terms of visuals, I feel like some of the visuals don't really match each other. Like a lot of them look really good, but sometimes you look at like an art style and it feels like it's a modern style trying to mix with an old one and they don't really fully do it well. Like, I don't know if anyone feels the same way, but sometimes remasters do that a lot to me, where they don't quite match the original style. All right, next one. Lies of P, S tier. I was saying it earlier in the stream, but most of the Souls games are probably going to be like S tier this year. Lies of P would be D tier for me as I rage quit. Fair enough, fair enough. To be honest, like, there's a lot of rage quitting moments for me too in this game, but like, this year I truly mastered it versus when I played it 1 or 2 years ago. When I first played it on Game Pass on stream, that was a horrible. There were some moments in that game where I was just having a real tough time. Even this time when I was playing it, it was still kind of tough. But I'm excited for the DLC. I'm excited for the DLC. Just don't get mad. Easy, JK. Exactly, just as easy as that. Just tell yourself, don't get mad, and there you go. It helps you control your anger. Whenever someone comes up to me when I'm angry and says, just calm down, usually it works. I love splashing water on a grease fire. No, I'm joking. Like a Dragon, Man Who Erased His Name. Can I just say, I think they truly mastered the combat of like the fighting Yakuza games. But it definitely wouldn't be more than like an 8. Honestly, it would be, I'd say 8 tier, honestly, but like, I'm gonna be honest, that's a B tier game. Just because like, the game sold for like 40 or 50 bucks and it was pretty short. Like compared to all the other Yakuza games, it was a relatively short game. It probably should have been like an expansion almost. At the same time, though, I think it was really good. I love the combat in it. I think that if that game had a better story, or a longer story, maybe more activities, Man Who Erased His Name would be easily an A tier one. Meanwhile, Fallout New Vegas is the first game I've legit raged at in forever. I think the last time I saw, or like, because I didn't get the chance to watch you play the last like 1 or 2 times. How many times have you played on stream so far, Sloppy? Has it only been 2 times? I missed the one stream, but like, how did you make it through the motel, or the one gang in the was it not Nipton? It would be Prim. Did you make it through the gang in Prim? Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight. Oh man. To be honest, I think Hollow Knight's a solid S game. Yeah, but I'm gonna put it at A. I'm gonna put it at A. I'm gonna put it at high A though. Hollow Knight is a really, really, really wonderful game. I don't know if I ever want to replay Hollow Knight though. I love the Hollow Knight games, and maybe at some point I'll get another like bug bite that makes me want to play you know, Hollow Knight. But as soon as I'm finished those games, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm putting them down. I'm deleting them as soon as I can from my hard drive. You get so much accomplishment though when you finally beat a Hollow Knight though. Hollow Knight's so fun. Having said that though, Silksong and Hollow Knight might both be an A level game for me. That might be the controversial pick this time. Yes, I did. It took me a bit to get a hang of it though. On to killing a factory full of ghouls now. Oh, I'm trying to think where you're at for that. Factory full of ghouls. Where are you? Hopefully you make it through though. Hopefully there's not too many glowing ones. Okay. The one we have right here, Cosmic Invasion. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Came out at the end of like this month, pretty much, or like came out at the beginning of December. Honestly, I think it's a solid like B game. It's actually a really fun game. I haven't fully finished it yet, and most of the time I played the game, it was kind of off stream. But the game, just because we did play it on stream with MCG like last week or 2 weeks ago, I thought Cosmic Invasion was a lot of fun. If you're into the Marvel games at all, give Cosmic Invasion a shot. Having said that though, it's a B tier for me. Definitely B tier. Pass Prim onto the next city, tracking folks down. Only 2 to 3 glowing ones so far. I don't know if you have to run into Reavers, but Reavers are also pretty horrible. I don't know if you're like high enough level though. Marvel Rivals, D list. Not gonna elaborate. Oh man, people might be annoyed with me if I do this or say this, but Metal Gear Solid 2, I almost want to put it at B rank. You know what? I'm gonna do it. At the moment, I'm putting Metal Gear Solid 2 at the B rank. I didn't get it. No, I'm joking. I understood it. I just didn't really like honestly, I hated the oil rigs. I think if it was on any other place other than an oil rig, it would have been interesting to me, but like it's just the oil rig stuff that I don't know why. It just bothered me so much. It was kind of boring. Like there was a lot of good. You know what? I'm feeling like I should just move it up to A tier. But I didn't like it as much as Metal Gear Solid 1. I think Metal Gear Solid 1, I think I enjoyed it a little bit more than Metal Gear Solid 2. But Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2. I did like Raiden, right? That's the character's name. I thought Raiden was cool. And I think I said it before, but like towards the end, when you're going through all like the trippiness with like the you know, the general or hacking you, or like the AI is like messing up now, and you're kind of going through the you know, the same place over and over and over again until like you get the okay to fight the guy in the sword combat. I thought it was fun. I thought it was fun. I need to play Metal Gear Solid 3 though. Metal Gear Solid 3, like I know it's on the list here, but we haven't fully we only played it like 1 or 2 streams, and I didn't really continue really any further. So part of me wants to, honestly, I don't know, part of me doesn't want to play the remake. Part of me wants to play like the original Metal Gear Solid 3. But at the same point, what's the point of paying for a brand new video game if you're not gonna play it, right? that was the little predicament I got into myself there. I probably should have waited for it to go on sale. There's always one or two games where you're like, I could have waited a little bit longer for this game, maybe. I think Metal Gear Solid Delta got that award this year. They could have waited a little bit longer game. Okay, Elden Ring Night Rain. I'm gonna be honest. Night Rain's getting a solid B for me. You know what? No. I had a lot of good times on Elden Ring Night Rain. I'll be honest. I can't diss it and just, put it at B. But my current thought on the game is that there's not a lot of like replayability for that game. Like not that there's not a lot of replayability, but I feel like once you go through all of the realms once or twice and like you go through all the bosses like a couple times, you kind of get a little bit bored. It's a little bit easy to get tired of. Kyloff, I'm totally stealing this idea for tomorrow. Do it. I wanted to see what your top games of the year were. I'm assuming Clair Obscur. Is that gonna make it pretty high on the list? I seen that you're playing that yesterday. Unfortunately, I'm trying to keep myself in the dark on that game because after Last of Us 2, I think we're gonna be playing that game. But how are you doing? My game of the year is E33, no doubt. I can't wait to play it, but like right now, my mind's still so set on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I love just about everything in that game. I love all the RPG like choices and like consequences in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But at the same point, once I play E33, maybe I will be brainwashed. Not brainwashed. Maybe I'll just be convinced. Dude, you have to go spoiler free. It hits so much emotionally. Also, I started Dispatch offline last night, but I will stream that because I was hooked from episode 1. That's a good one. Dispatch is a lot of fun. Honestly, that would probably be like one of my story games of the year if I could give a story game award. Because like Dispatch was just it was just a lot of like lighthearted fun. Honestly, like it was just a general like just a good story. I won't say anything too much, but like you'll see what I mean. But it's a good wholesome story, like superhero story. It's not like it doesn't get too nasty. I feel like. I mean, there are aspects where it gets nasty, but like it doesn't get like I don't know. It doesn't get to like a The Boys type level where it's like sometimes I get a little bit tired watching The Boys. I'm like, you know, you need like a nice wholesome world almost. And I don't want to say Dispatch is like wholesome, but it just has like a nice like bright vibe to it that it kind of was a good boost for the end of the year. Cyberpunk. I'm gonna put that. I feel bad putting it S8 here, but like Cyberpunk hasn't fully hooked me yet. I'll be honest. Cyberpunk is one of those games where there's some games where you're hooked instantly from the start. Cyberpunk, I hate to say it, but I'm not. It's hard for me to be hooked by it. There's something about it where I'm kind of. I don't want to say I'm not 100% vibing with it, but like the hook hasn't sunk into me yet. Then again, I only played it like once or twice on stream, so you know we'll fix that. I love the clear influence of Marvel and DC, but different enough like Invincible to not be a copy. Exactly, like Invincible is like the closest kind of combination you can kind of compare it to, right? Where it's like it has a nice animation style, and it almost feels like it would be like a part of that universe. But yeah, it does have a nice like a little bit of difference. It subverts some expectations for sure too. It doesn't just do a lot of like the usual kind of superhero tropes sometimes that you might see in other things. Schedule 1. I think Schedule 1 would be like a B tier game for me. I like Schedule 1, but it's also kind of just it's an indie tycoon game where you can kind of know where you like where it's going, right? Where you're trying to automate everything. It's a good game. Schedule 1 is a lot of fun, but I don't think it's comparable to some of the games in the A tier, the S tier for me. Roblox for drugs. Exactly. That's a perfect thing for the description. It's Roblox but for drugs. I haven't played any of the new recent like updates. Like apparently they've added like rival gangs and like gunplay, and I don't know what's going on in Schedule 1 nowadays, but at some point maybe we'll probably revisit it. Senior Monkey. Man, I wish I was a senior monkey. Then I would get a nice discount on my coffee at McDonald's and Tim Hortons. Unfortunately, I have to pay full price just like everyone else. That's my favorite thing. That's the thing I'm looking forward to is 65 and up, baby. Then I get my 15-cent discount. Or whatever the discount is. Maybe they get a huge amount. I don't know. Is a senior discount still a thing? For some reason, I haven't heard a lot about it. He added the cartel shrooms in his fun but short. Okay, so it's kind of like just a nice like story that you can kind of go through. What kind of tier list is this? Backlog priority? Kingdom Comes Deliverance would definitely win that then. But it would definitely be at the top of the backlog. It's mostly just the games we play this year. How I would rank them, but depending on how much I played of them this year. Like, I you know, all the games in S tier I played a lot of on stream, right? I probably still need to play more of Kingdom Come Deliverance, but all those games I think would be in the S tier for me. Just generally just ranking them really. South of Midnight. I'm gonna be honest. How I've been doing this also is like C and B have been kind of they're good games, but I don't know if I would want to replay them again, right? That's kind of how it's been being treated. Because I feel like a lot of the games like in C and B are good games, but they're not games I would replay again once I beat them. But Doom is also like, again, some of these games I haven't fully finished, and Doom's another one of those games. Crash Bandicoot, I haven't played Crash 2 or 3. GTA 5, I've played it before, but not on stream. Yeah, these are all games that I feel like are being fairly ranked. But South of Midnight, I'd say it's a C rank, to be honest. I thought it was cool, but I thought the combat in South by Midnight wasn't that good, to be honest. I like the music aspect of South of Midnight and like the graphics style of South of Midnight, but I think mostly everyone who's played the game kind of agree that the combat was it felt just kind of thought over. It's kind of like not. It felt like an afterthought almost. Is The Last of Us 2 replayable for you? I mean, I haven't fully finished it yet, so I can't fully say that yet. But to be honest, I feel like the way they added in the mode where you can go through the game as it happened, right? The chronological mode. I feel like that kind of adds some replayability to it. Also, the fact that they have the roguelike mode where you can what's it called? No Survivor. I don't remember what the mode was called for Last of Us 2, but I think there's more replayability for that one. Honestly, even more than like the first one, to be honest. No Return. There you go. I think No Survivors or Survivors was like the MMO thing they were working on. Not the MMO, but the little multiplayer game they were working on. The permadeath mode. That also no Return is like the roguelike mode where I think you go through more rounds and you get rewarded certain like combat bonuses and whatnot. And it's just a thing where can you, to be honest, I haven't played it myself, but I'm pretty sure you go as long as possible, right? I might have to double check on that, but yeah, it's still like an additional mode that they have in the game. Okay, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. To be honest, I like Dragon Infinite Wealth. I was saying it earlier on stream. I think it's a little bit too slow. I think Infinite Wealth is just a little bit too slow. Having said that though, I think the gameplay is a lot better than Like a Dragon. I think honestly, I think the combat in like Infinite Wealth is a lot better than Like a Dragon for sure. If Like a Dragon had the Infinite Wealth combat right from the get-go, I would have been fully convinced that you know, that the turn-based combat was good. I'm gonna wait for the ad break to be over just because we you know, we have some people on the stream side here, but on the Twitch side here who are unfortunately gonna be missing some of this coverage. But what are some of your games of the year, guys? If anyone who's in the chat. Regardless of if you played it this year, or like if it's a game that came out this year or what. Have you played the Last of Us at all? The Witcher 3, Battlefield 6, and Cyberpunk for me. I can't wait to, well, once I have Expedition 33 done next year, I'll probably get back onto the Cyberpunk train. Cyberpunk is something I need to finish because like The Witcher also, and I think I said this before, The Witcher had that same kind of effect on me too, where it took multiple playthroughs for me to come back to and fully beat the game. Cyberpunk, I might have to give that same kind of effort. Not that I don't enjoy it. I still enjoy it for what it is, but like sometimes you get more of a motivator or more of a hook in you when you really like love the world. Like for me, like whenever I get into like a really good Souls game and like the combat just immediately off the bat just feels good. You know, of course it's gonna hook me and like get me to motivated to play even more through the game. That's just how it is. I just need to find that one character, the one story point in Cyberpunk that gets me like, oh shit, things are about to go get real now. Also, Battlefield 6. My bad for putting Battlefield 6 in the D tier. Unfortunately, that's only based off of what I played in the beta, which I loved. I liked it. But it's also not at the top of my list of games that, you know, I typically enjoy. You guys can already tell what kind of games I enjoy, judging from the list here. Most of them are most of them are single player. Alright, the ads are over, and now we can get back to putting things on the list here. Last of Us Part 1. I'll be honest. I'll put it in A list. Last of Us Part 1, really good game. I feel like I know the story so intimately now just because, you know, I finally played the game, but like, I've watched the TV show before. I've watched other people play the game before, to be honest. Like, Last of Us is one of those, like, culturally already well-known kind of things where it's hard to avoid spoilers. Having said that, though, the gameplay for the remake on PC hugely improves it. But like at the moment, I'm like I don't know. I don't know how much of how much I would want to replay Last of Us Part 1. That's why I almost want to put it in B. Like, as much as I do like Last of Us Part 1, I don't think I would. It wouldn't be out of place me putting it in B. Like I said, I'll change things later on, depending on how I feel. I'm thinking. Just know that I'm also thinking about this choice too as I'm making it. So far, to be honest, just because of how much I'm actually enjoying the game when I'm playing it, and because it's not really like Last of Us Part 2, I haven't had that same experience Part 1 where I have all the story knowledge in my mind, in my opinion. Like just because I avoided spoilers for so long for Last of Us Part 2, and like now the game's kind of like fully fresh to me, and I'm like, honestly, the gameplay too is like really, really good in that. But Last of Us Part 2, I think it's definitely an S tier game for me at the moment. I haven't played any of the other modes yet. I haven't finished the game yet, so maybe my mind will change. But Last of Us Part 2, definitely. I think I'm having an S tier experience with it. The same way I'm feeling when I played Resident Evil 1 for the first time is how I'm feeling with Last of Us Part 2, where like everything's kind of like shocking me, and then everything's like, oh fuck, like it's heavy. There's some moments that are just heavy. Dragon's Dogma Dark Horizon is amazing. Just a random thought. Ghoulie, did you play Dragon's Dogma Part 2? I wanted to play Dragon's Dogma Dark Horizon on stream before playing Dragon's Dogma 2, but unfortunately, like the way time works, unfortunately I didn't have all the time in the world to do that. So I just kind of waited for Dragon's Dogma 2. And yeah, a lot of people have that same opinion, to be honest, where they think it's kind of watered down compared to like everything they have from like the original base game, the first game. I think the second one has a lot of cool stuff, but I think you are right where it does feel awkward in times. Okay, 1 minute. I have to go do something real quick. But I'll BRB. Oopsies. 1 minute. Apologies. I had to do something real quick. But yeah, it's kind of weird that the second one didn't get any DLC either. Isn't it that, like, wasn't it that the Dragon's Dogma director, the guy who made Dragon's Dogma 1 and 2, I thought he left immediately after Dragon's Dogma 2 came out. Whew. So I had to run up like a bunch of stairs real quick. Oh, I'm the Stairmaster. Look at me. Stare upon the stairs that I run up and down. Alright, we have 4 more games, guys. 4 more games. Can you guys guess where the next 4 games are going to go? Metal Gear Solid Delta. I'm going to be honest, right now, the way I felt about it on stream, I'm feeling a pretty B ranking right now with Metal Gear Solid Delta. I don't know. Delta, maybe I'm going to put more time into it, but like so far the way the graphics and the FPS aren't really like, they're not working so well for me while streaming, so that kind of impacts the gameplay a little bit. But other than that too, I'm like, it's not a bad one. Metal Gear Solid 3, I think the general game is probably going to be a lot better. But the remake at the moment has been kind of 50-50 on the performance side. Having said that though, yeah, I think it definitely earned its spot in B. I'll probably come back to it at some point. I might do a spin the wheel where I go through a bunch of backlogged games that we never finished on stream, and you know, we'll finish the unfinished wheel. That's what we'll do. We'll make the unfinished wheel, and we'll see what game we'll play next. Speaking of the next game, Resident Evil Village. That's another S tier game. You know what's funny is I was looking up the initial like reviews for Resident Evil Village, and there was a bunch of people who did not like Village when it came out. Which like maybe I don't understand why that is, but Resident Evil Village is a hugely fun experience. I think mostly people just don't like some of the characters, right? I think what it boils down to is some of the characters in Resident Evil Village. That too, tone shift, and they killed off the best character first, really. I think a lot of people wanted to see more of the witch woman, and unfortunately, like they kind of used her a bunch in like the advertising and everything, and then they went right to Heisenberg. So that also made people a little bit mad. At the same point, though, I think if you play them one after another, like if you play them as like Resident Evil 7 and then Resident Evil 7's expansion, it almost makes it feel better in a way. Like, to be honest, I didn't wait the 4 years in between the game. Like, when did Resident Evil 7 come out and when did Resident Evil 8 come out? Because I didn't wait the long period in between, right? So maybe I don't also have that bitterness. Let me see. 2017. 2021. You know what's crazy is for some reason I didn't think that Resident Evil 4, the remake, was the most recent game. For some reason I thought Resident Evil 8 was the most recent game. I didn't think the Resident Evil 4 was that recent, to be honest. But having said that though, Resident Evil 8 is a huge amount of fun. I don't care what people say, I think that one's still an S tier game. Let me see. Silksong. Man. I think Silksong is the one game this year that we didn't really finish on stream. We finished it on stream, but we didn't truly finish the game. I think I saved the actual ending for myself offline because I didn't really I don't know. I didn't want to spend too much time on Silksong on stream. But I finished it off stream and I liked it a lot, to be honest. Like Silksong makes the character a lot quicker, makes the gameplay a lot more fun in that way where you don't have to you know, like now that I go back to like Hollow Knight, I don't know if I'll have that same kind of Spider-Man 2 to Spider-Man 1 feel where the game's too slow now. Sometimes it happens when you have a game that just gets a lot more quick paced. But yeah, Silksong, I'd almost put it in S tier, to be honest. It wouldn't be the wrong place for me to put in S tier. I just don't think I'd play the game again, at least for a little while. I don't know if that's a fair argument where I'm like, I think it's fair. If I feel like the game's not going to be replayable for me for a long time, then I'm like, I think it's fair. I think that's what it keeps an S tier game an S tier and an A tier game an A tier. Except for Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk could easily, potentially rise up and become an S tier game. We'll see next year, though. We'll see next year. Dispatch is an S tier game. I don't care what anyone says. Maybe it could have been a little bit longer. I feel like the game was at the perfect length. Oh, would it be cheating if I add a current book as book 100? And that one I haven't finished it yet due to this cold. About halfway through the book, but trying to focus on the writing, and it's hurting my head a little bit. Would have finished it if it wasn't ill. I would say you can. I'd say you can. I think the book guys, the committee of bookers, they'll be fine with you doing that. The bookers will be happy with you doing that. Let me see. I think you'd be fully into Cyberpunk when you fully dive in. I almost want to look into mods too, see if there's any like mods for Cyberpunk that might be like worthwhile. But you know what? I'm not really like. I do love playing a game vanilla wise too. Like I don't really need mods to improve a game. Cool. Let me see. Big agree on Dispatch. Yeah, Dispatch. I think I was saying it earlier with Kaloff in here, but it was just a nice like bright kind of. I don't want to say it was like overly bright, but it was just a nice, not too dark of a story, and it was just a nice like jolt to the system. It didn't really. I don't know. It was very pleasant. It was just a very pleasant story. You had very good characters. You had. I thought it was good voice acting. I'm not a voice acting expert, but like, you know, I think Jesse from Breaking Bad and Critical and Laura Bailey and all these other guys who came together and made the game. I thought they did a really good job. Hopefully, Dispatch Season 2 comes out in the next 2-3 years. That's the worst thing about this is I don't know how much they expected this to be a hit, and now they're like, fuck. They're like, we can't. They might have just wanted just enough where they can make the next project, but they're probably massively happy now. But sometimes I'm like, do they want to have to be forced to become like a Dispatch studio? Will they become just a Dispatch studio? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Having said that, we have finished our tier list here. You know what, can I just save this? Alright, save that. Put it on the fridge. Also, 1 minute, I didn't save it. I'll save it in a second. Oh, 1 minute. God dang it, it popped up on the screen again. Alright. But thank you everyone for being in here for today's stream. MCG will be on probably a little bit later today. I'm not too sure exactly. But keep your eyes out for him. But let me just put the links into the chat for anyone who wants to follow us on other platforms. YouTube, X, TikTok. My brother MCG519. And our Discord. All good things to keep in, you know, keep up to date with. Let me see. I'll probably be posting this tier list in there. Also, as soon as I can find the other tier list that I did from like the previous years, I'll also probably try and put it in there just so we can have it all matched up. But thank you for the W stream, Sloppy Poppy. Much love, Brother Funk. And much love to you, Sloppy Poppy. Hopefully you and everyone else in the stream had a good holiday. I know you guys had a nice week away from us, but we're back. We're back. And yeah, I'm trying to think what game we'll be playing tomorrow. But it'll probably be Like a Dragon, honestly. But let me put the raid message in here too for anyone who wants to join us for our raid. We're going to be raiding. If you guys aren't fully aware of what raiding is, then you guys haven't been on Twitch long enough. But let me raid. Let me find someone to raid out to. We'll share the community with someone. Actually, maybe we'll play some Fallout tomorrow. Fallout, or do we do some Infinite Wealth? To be honest, both are hits with me, honestly. Ooh. Let me see. Wait, anyone playing this game? Oh wait, I'm in Just Chatting, right? Never mind. Never mind. It's too hard to look for Just Chatting streamers. Sometimes you're like, I don't know what they're chatting about. You come in on a Just Chatting streamer and they're talking about the most absurd subject. And I love it. But sometimes you like to kind of monitor it to make sure that's something you mess with. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm gonna rate up to a man. His name is Sir Coffee. Currently, he's playing a good game called Arc Raiders, which, to be honest, I haven't played. At some point, maybe I'll play it. But at the moment, I have not played it. But thank you everyone for being in here. Go check out Sir Coffee. Right now, he's playing. Hopefully, he's doing some raiding. Hopefully, he's doing some. Hopefully, he's doing some crazy shit. But I'll see you tomorrow. Outro time.